Hello everyone, and welcome to the Red Door Yoga Mini Sutra series online. It's good to be here with you. Today I wanted to talk about the idea that yoga is Kung Fu. Now, Kung Fu comes from the word Gong Fu, and it effectively means skill or hard work over a long period of time. And that is definitely what yoga is. Now, yoga, which translates as union, is effectively self-mastery. It's mastery of the egoic self to bring it in line with the higher self or true self, that which we actually are. So bringing the small self into line with the bigger, larger collective self. But as I mentioned, yoga is Kung Fu. Yoga is hard work over a long period of time. Now, it doesn't mean that every single moment of your life needs to be hard work. What it does mean, though, is that it is a skill that requires practice and requires patience on your part, that it's going to take some time. It's going to take applying yourself. It's going to take hitting the mark and missing the mark at times. It's going to take looking at the times where you miss the mark and looking at the times where you hit the mark and being aware of the things that pushed and pulled you. Now, that does sound like a lot of work, and it is a lot of work if you're attempting to do it all tomorrow. Okay? It's not meant to happen tomorrow, although it can. But it is not meant to do that. It is a practice, it is a pathway that is meant to last your entire lifetime. That self-mastery isn't something that, isn't a race that you go, 0 to 60 and I'm done. It is also something that is circular. Now, I use the idea of circular, think about it as a track, because what happens is you start off and you move through the process of self-mastery, and as you become more and more masterful, you actually come back to the beginning, wherein now you see yourself much more clearly, and now there's an intuitive way in which you move through this pathway again. And it's almost a deepening that takes place. So you're almost spiraling down into the self-mastery as opposed to going from, A to B and then you're finished. Now, as I mentioned, yoga being Kung Fu, I'm going to give you the analogy of the belts that are used in martial arts. So you would start with a white belt, and you'd go up, and there'd be different colors as you were progressing along the path. And then eventually you'd end up with a black belt. But as you continue, now that you're a master, now you have a black belt, you continue practicing. You don't get there and you go, well, done, I'm finished, never have to practice again. You continue practicing, you continue working through this pathway. And now your black belt starts to wear. It wears away, and as it wears, it actually becomes white again. The white that's underneath it starts to show through, and this is the analogy of actually coming back to the beginning and now moving through that pathway effectively as this new being, as this new masterful person, where your learning is actually going to change and morph on you now each time you walk along the path, so you're spiraling into mastery. So this is what I want to leave you with today, the idea that your self-mastery, yoga, is a pathway that's going to require time. It is going to require hard work over a long period of time. It's going to require you applying yourself. It is not going to require you suffering constantly throughout your life. It is not that type of a pathway. There's a lot of joy in this pathway, but don't expect to achieve it tomorrow. If you do, that's great, but it's not the intention. And even if you do, you begin again. I hope this was helpful, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, whenever you are. If you enjoyed this, please do like the video, share it with others. You can join us on the Red Door Yoga Facebook page in the RDY Self-Mastery group. It's a free group. You can just pop on in there and ask to join, and I'd be happy to let you in so that you can learn more about applying this to your life. If you would like mentorship, I do run a mentorship program. It is called the Masterful Path, and you can go to themasterfulpath.com. It is only open, the doors are only open twice a year, so if the doors are currently closed, you can go and add yourself to the wait list, and as soon as the doors are open, I will let you know. I'm thrilled to have new mentees in because I really enjoy watching the progress and actively being involved in the progress for each of the mentees. So I'd be happy to have you, even if the doors are closed. do join the waitlist. And we will see you again online very, very soon. Namaste.